Welcome to 10 Minutes Today.
Howdy.
I'm Jake, that's Matej, and this is our second attempt at your favorite thrice weekly show because someone forgot to hit record.
Well, I didn't forget. It just stopped.
We come to you every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with a conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, pop. Matej.
Yes, sir.
Let me try this again. Today is Friday.
It is.
Which means yesterday was Thursday. Which would have been your son's third birthday.
This is true. So this message is brought to you by my son, who doesn't know lyrics to common nursery rhymes.
Rock-a-bye, babe, on the tree, where the wind blows, the cradle gets over.
Welcome back.
We're back.
How does it feel to be a father of a 3-year-old?
Fantastic.
You feel old yet?
No.
Now let's talk about abortion.
Exactly. When this happened the first time, we had actually...
It was much funnier.
We had not even understood that the two things would just happen to go together. So it was way funnier.
But whatever.
Anyways, so today we're talking about abortion, specifically that in Canada, which has been legal for quite some time now.
One of the only countries... Well, I mean... I shouldn't say that. One of many countries where you can laugh about it.
Yes. So it's been legal here across all the provinces.
Without getting hit by a swastika.
Yes. And fairly accessible to women. Nova Scotia is now the only province that still requires a doctor's requisition. Back in 2014 or 2015, they required 2 doctor's requisitions, which I don't think is a terrible thing. Not the 2, but the 1 is okay. Because
I don't
it's like,
agree with
okay,
it.
Make sure you have good bill of health before you go have a surgery so you don't die.
Yeah, but abortion clinics are not run by, like, dimwits. They're doctors. So it's not like you're, like, going... When it was illegal, you used to go to some guy with, like, a vacuum and a coat hanger. Now it's, like, an actual doctor. So, like...
Fair.
It's ridiculous.
I guess they'll make sure
you need
you're
a doctor's recommendation to get an abortion. Like, why? So that your parents find out that's what it is?
Well, no, because
Yes, it is.
You need a doctor's requisition.
That's exactly what it is.
You need a doctor's requisition for other medical procedures as well.
I realize that,
Like-
but you're talking about, like, when you need to go see a specialist.
Well, even like vasectomies and stuff like that, you would need a doctor's requisition to get that done.
I realize that, Matej, but you're going to a specialist in that case. This is...
Exactly.
No, this is totally different, though. Because, like, sorry to say it, but this is a form of birth control.
So is a vasectomy. That's why I brought it up.
But a vasectomy is completely different because it's literally solderizing your junk.
Solderizing. Anyways.
Do you not know how it's done?
It's cauterizing, but okay.
Solderizing.
Not a word.
Soldering gun.
Anyways.
Sparks flying.
So women are put on a long waiting list in Nova Scotia when they want to have an abortion, which can go between 4 to 6 weeks, which is crazy.
Yeah, and now you're getting
when you're
abortions.
talking about abortion.
I know, now you're getting
because that is
abortion
such
at
a
3 months.
time-sensitive
That's
thing.
why you shouldn't need a recommendation.
So, and also there's no provincial coverage for medical abortions using pills, so I don't know if it's just
that's
one specific
new.
kind.
Did you see that? We have them here now.
No. So
Yeah, we
is
actually
that just
have a
one specific
prescription.
kind of like
we
abortion?
It's a prescription that, like, you take a pill and then, like, that's it.
Bleed it out, digging deeper just to throw it away.
I guess.
That works really well. Anyways, doctors would also routinely quiz their patients on their knowledge of like what a fetus is, and send their patients to psychologists before granting this requisition to have an abortion.
It's
And,
anti-abortion laws. That's what they are.
well, and there's this organization called the QEII, which does 85% of the abortions in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
They'll only book appointments for women who are at least 8 weeks pregnant.
How fucked up is that?
That's ridiculous. So
That's
okay,
messed up.
I understand, and Louis C.K. probably, who's a comedian, if you don't know, probably said it the best. The reason people are so divided on abortion is because if you don't think it's a baby, it's like, okay, well, who cares? Let the person choose. But if you think it's a baby, you can't not be so opposed to it. Like, you can't be like,
But I
think
completely
you're
disagree
You can't
with
be like,
that.
I think you're killing a baby. Like
But
an
I
actual
completely
baby.
But
go ahead.
But no. See, this is the misconception for people who are pro-life, and it's an argument that a lot of people are like, "Oh, I respect it." I
Sure.
don't. Like, I simply don't, because We live in a free society where
Okay.
you have the right to make whatever decision you choose with your body. It
Okay.
is not yet that child's body. It's still within you.
Sure.
Which means it's entirely your decision, and that's all there is to it. There's
Okay.
nothing more.
Mhm.
You have the rights to make that choice.
Sure.
When you have people who are like, but it's a baby. No, like, it's not yet. It's
Okay.
still part of her.
I know, but if you think it's a baby, you can understand where people are coming
No,
from.
this is the misconception, is because people are like, well, you don't look at it as life. Yes, I do. It's becoming life. It's undeniably a baby. I'm not fucking retarded,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm looking at someone like that and saying, look, if you seriously think that right now it's a baby, you're factually wrong.
Okay. But that's not the point I'm saying.
Well, you're saying for those people who think it's a baby, how can they not? Well, I'm telling you,
No,
you're
I'm saying-
factually wrong.
I
That's
understand,
Like, it's
but I'm
literally
saying
like
if you
it's
actually
literally
think
the
it's a
global
baby.
warming argument, where you're like, I don't think global warming's happening. Well, that doesn't change the fact.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about science is it's true whether or not you believe it.
That's true.
That's not yet a baby.
Not technically, no.
So
That's correct.
that's it. That's the end of the
I
argument.
know. I'm just saying. But if people think it is a baby,
But
then that's
what makes you think that way?
I'm just saying.
What makes someone think that way, Matej? Say the word. Say it.
Opinion?
It begins with an R. The word is religion.
Not necessarily.
9 times out of 10. Yeah.
Well, no, but I'm just saying.
Who
not
funds all?
necessarily.
Who funds all of the pro-life campaigns? We went to a Catholic high school. What was the number one student organization at the school? Pro-life.
Yes.
It's a religious problem.
I agree. But I'm saying that even people that aren't religious can think it's a baby before it's born.
Yes, but not in remotely the same numbers.
I understand that.
It's like people who are like, "Oh, terrorism's not an Islamic problem." You're right. There's 3 white terrorists every year, and every day someone kills themselves for Islam in Baghdad. I don't disagree with you, but at the same time, it's like, let's look. There's
the
a heat
numbers.
map, and
Yeah.
let's look at the numbers. Like,
Yeah. It's true.
anyways, as you were saying,
Yeah. So, well, my question to you is, since it's so widely available in all of Canada, and there's no like sort of federal legislation.
there can't be federal. It's health is a provincial matter, not federal.
Okay.
It can't
Oh,
be. Yeah, it
so
can't
there
be
it is.
dictated by the federal government.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it's
They can say you can't make it illegal, but the province can decide how to go about dealing with it.
So why do you think they're so far behind from like the rest of
Nova
the
Scotia?
whole country?
The
It's
East
not like-
Coast,
it's not
the
like
East
it's the
Coast is
majority of the
very
country.
different,
It's
though. They're not.
one province. That's not even very large.
Nova Scotia, off the top of my head, East Coast provinces are usually actually somewhat liberal. But I'm gonna make sure before
Sure.
I say it out loud. But my assumption is,
Mostly red.
yeah, so it's mostly liberal.
Mm-hmm.
My assumption is simply that,
Quite a bit.
well, yeah, most of the East Coast is. My assumption is just that most of, what are you doing? Most of the East Coast provinces live very different lifestyles than ours. In the
Sure.
cities, we have way more people who will be far more outspoken about these types of issues.
Okay.
They have such a smaller population. It's probably just that they have bigger fish to fry. Social issues don't rise to the top when
Yeah.
there's a smaller population.
Okay.
It's when you have larger populations that the government worries more about social issues.
Okay.
So they're more probably worried about, like, such a small province, jobs will be huge, right? The fisheries and everything.
Yeah.
That's what their politicians are campaigning on.
Fair.
Social issues, they're there. They obviously still care about them. They're rolling back these laws, but it's not a number one priority.
Priority. Okay, that's fair. Now, in regards to the whole issue of pro-choice or pro-life,
Sure.
you're clearly a pro-choice. Or
Yes.
pro-choicer?
No, I'm pro-life.
Pro-choicer. Is it because you
I'm not
are-
pro-life. I believe in a woman's right to choose.
That's what I was going. That's what I was asking. And so where do you think people get the idea that they should have any say in
In someone else's
someone
body?
else's body?
I already made that pretty clear where my opinion comes from. It's religion. People think that you owe your body to God and that baby belongs to God and you can't take it from God. And what I would say is, really, because God gave us the technology to take it.
Mic drop.
Thank you for watching. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Come back every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Feel free to thumbs down the video. Share it with your friends so everyone can
See the mic drop.
see the mic drop. Bye.